What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Not what is up, everybody. What is up, sleepyheads? Welcome back to the channel. For you, it will have been a couple of days. I don't know. I might start posting these more often than just 2 days a week. We'll have to see. Because I'm very excited to get these out. But for you, it will have been a couple of days. For me, I literally just stopped the other recording, and I'm starting the next one because I want to keep playing this game. But I don't want the videos to get too long. So, yeah. Let's get back into it, shall we? And yeah, let's go out and go coloring, shall we? Wow. Look at this.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
What happens?
Must be.
Lumos.
Hey, I hear you talking. Stop. I don't like that you can't kill her.
Did you see the way this was? Can't imagine starting
What's up?
Can I help you?
Can I help you? Shut up.
Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not
She
everyone
like
has a
it.
ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor
Shut
Fig's
up.
who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
It's hella exciting.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
What if I don't want to talk to you? Huh?
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Like a Bodacadabra?
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
Good luck to you, I guess. I still don't like you, though. Oh, that was sick. Did you see that? Turn.
You might want to think that again.
Oh, it's wizard chess. And the rise.
If you do that, you'll lose. Trust me.
Ominous gaunt. Can't remember wizard chess.
Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Checkmate.
Told you. You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night.
Hey, I didn't.
Interesting
volunteer.
tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years.
Hey,
I'm
I mean,
Imelda, by
attention
the
should love
way.
me anyways.
Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
We handled it. And I think you're underestimating the nature of a dragon. A broom would have been kindling.
Yes.
Ha, not the way I fly. Perhaps
See,
one of these
little
days I'll
bit,
show you a
not
thing or
gonna
two
lie.
about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking
I
of
can teach you
which,
some
I'd like
things
to
too.
get in some time on my broom before classes.
Do you have a
I
lot
love
of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
No, I would love to. I want to learn how to fly.
Are you a keen wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also,
Respect
it's
that.
simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
I agree.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you. I like you. You're chill.
They're hiding from us. I think I heard one.
You didn't hear shit.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Thank you.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're definitely in the right house. Do
I
let
like
me
it.
know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
I like him.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin,
That's
one of the
sick.
4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm
Respect the
especially
shit
proud
out of
of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
That's unfortunate.
Did that
Slytherin's
student
the
say
best
he
house,
thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
That's
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure
Yeah, I
was
like
all mine.
Ominous.
Don't be a
Ominous.
stranger.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here?
Is the
Professor
new fifth-
Weasley's waiting
Shut
for
up.
you just by the stairs.
right.
I do wish I'd have been.
I'm not glad. I shut with that. That's not a fucking joke. Not gonna lie. What's up, Louise?
Good morning. I trust you're ready
What's up,
for your
Missy?
first day at
How you
Hogwarts?
doing?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts.
Fitness, health, and
Now,
space.
in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind.
would never.
Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Sweet.
Here you are.
Is that like? That's
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year.
okay.
You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
You do?
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Sounds good. Let's go.
This way.
Which way? Can I open this chest? This way. No?
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using
Well,
the
that's
guide will
good.
also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
Smells good. I can't sprint. I'm really gonna make me walk this entire way.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up.
I'm keeping up.
Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide...
Revelio.
That's cool. God challenges are the only way to acquire experience points. The only way. Huh. Interesting. Wasting XP earned from challenges. Okay, go check your current challenge project. Select the challenge. Collecting your first guide page unlocked a new challenge category. New challenges you unlock throughout your adventure will appear here. Select field guide pages to continue. Each challenge has tiers. Special rewards unlock at each tier you complete, from appearances to critical upgrades. Rewards must be claimed from the challenges menu. Come back often to collect rewards you had unlocked. Interesting. What's this like? Chest over here.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Sounds good. I will. Fuck it.
Revelio.
Ah, good timing.
Uh-huh.
Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Hogwarts is divided into two main areas. The left side of the map is where students and professors live, and includes the House Commons of the Great Hall. Select the grand staircase region to continue. Okay. In this view, you can see the flue flames available in that region. Green flue flames represent flames you have discovered, including your own house common room. Gray flue flames reveal the location of undiscovered flames. The right side of the map is where you'll find academic points of interest, including the astronomy tower, library, and greenhouses. Select the library. Professor Weasley has unlocked the Central Hall of Flue Flames for you. Use A and D to rotate the map and fast travel to the Central Hall of Flue Flames with space. I didn't use space, I used click. But that works too. So break the rules, kids. That's what that tells you. Because it went a lot faster. I made it.
And
really
here we are.
faster, but,
Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Sweet.
You can get almost
Yes.
anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something
I'm walking
happening
the entire
here.
time.
It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station.
Revelio.
so to speak.
No, what's that?
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both
Defense Against the
Charms
Dark
and
Arts.
Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And
yeah.
I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Not Hogsmeade, though. I'm gonna go die right now.
You mentioned
I already
Hogsmeade,
know all
Professor.
this, but
Hogsmeade is the
That's cool.
only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
of course.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors.
Oh,
Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Oh, let's talk about.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide.
Of course.
It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Sounds good.
Revelio.
My family has a lineage of these seven.
What's this?
It's no wonder.
Revelio.
Is that it? Block. Come on. I'm going. Sorry.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
Of course.
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
No. Quests of friends surround up to fish and grant XP. Some quests unlock by spell and or level requirements. In this case, you need to be the required level and / or have the required spell to activate the quest. These spells can be earned by completing Professor's assignments or as quest rewards. The quest attract the quest that with blanks to continue which one. Okay.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Charmed. Oh yeah. Oh, look at this place. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh gosh, fucking. Whoa! Look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is amazing. It's so pretty. Food for this guy. Heck yeah. What's up?
Revelio.
Let's go to class, shall we?
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No?
I like
One
her.
thing I've learned as an
I like her a
unspeakable
lot.
is the value of simplicity, especially in the
She
heat
seems
of battle.
sarcastic, and I like it.
Now, let's practice what we've just learned,
Sounds good.
starting with something small.
Okay. Let's do it, shall we? Levioso.
Levioso!
Easy money.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Sounds good to me. Is it like so Levioso is supposed to be regarded Levioso, right? Or just like shorthand or something?
Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, good. Well done.
Oh,
Very
Get
good.
that.
But the best way to practice is by dueling.
sounds good to me.
We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso!
Good form.
I know. Nothing lucky about it.
Protego.
Levioso!
It seems. This can't be your first.
Come at
Let's just say I'm
Come
a quick
at
learner.
me. Come at me.
Not bad for a beginner.
Yeah, that's a beginner. Shut
You
up.
give as good as you get.
I don't like him. He's too sassy. I'm
I put
sassy,
you on
but
the
like I'm
spot,
the one who's
and
too
you
sassy,
rose to the
so-
challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Heck yeah.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from
Oh,
you.
definitely.
I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it.
Oh, damn
A classroom
straight
duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can.
100%.
Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you.
I'm not.
Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Nice work.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Okay.
Levioso!
What's up?
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I mean, I've had
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
I'm down for that. Hell yeah.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Clock tower entrance.
Till next time.
Track that, shall we? Good. There we go. Let's go to Charles' class.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit.
Revelio.
Finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
I suppose one could smuggle a pep into
Here we are, Charles' class.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you.
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio. Why, thank you.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. Hmm? So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Hmm?
Sweet. So what am I supposed to do?
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will, but instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you.
Okay.
The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Show us how it's done.
Okay. Oh, it's 4.
Accio. That's it! Happens to the best of us. Excellent control there.
Okay, that was pretty good.
Splendid!
Beautiful. Cool. I think that was good. Personally.
Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
I didn't know how much it was.
You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Be sharp.
Accio.
Damn.
That's it.
Let us see this.
Show off.
Yes!
Too much.
Nicely done.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. Loser.
That is how it's done.
Kind of mad.
Accio.
Whatever.
Very good.
Oh, yeah, it's decent.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Also. Oh, there's stuff
I think
now.
we are well past interesting at this point.
Okay.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp.
I'm assuming we're going to get a perfect score now.
Accio.
Ah, too much. Too much, 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 too much. Oh, that was amazing. Okay.
Brilliant.
Aha.
Here we go.
So, like, if I knock one of her balls off, do I get more points on her, technically? Yeah? So, like, if I go over here... Yes!
A perfect score! Remarkable!
Oh, score! Suck on these nuts. See,
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you.
You did.
Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
That's interesting.
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Sounds good.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans.
A word,
if
you would.
inclined.
Revelio. Well,
You'd
you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian.
You wanted to
You know
speak
it
with me,
won't work on
Professor?
humans.
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Look at level 2, almost level 3. Face roll. Nah, not Harry Potter. Good, thanks, Laura. Peaky fucking blinders. My name is Thomas Shelby. I like it. get it. Thought I was supposed to go find Slytherin.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
I am.
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Thank you. But was that
Thank you, but it really wasn't all that challenging.
My brother William
exactly
would tell
what I
you
said.
not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be a bit overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I find Professor Ronan's lessons a bit more challenging than you do.
You do that. Have fun. Oh, I have a question. Not a Hogwarts. Right over there. Okay, it's okay. Look. Thank you. Oh, man, would you... Come on. Not gonna let me do stuff like that. I'm gonna walk down these steps. Let's get it. Transfiguration courtyard. So... I said, where's the kids cat? Oh my gosh. I love him. He's not done forever. That was my cat now.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not telling you.
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Sweet.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand.
Let's go.
You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can't wait.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
Sweet.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I don't know how to feel about that, but okay.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Sebastian gets on my nerves. I'm gonna go with that.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Sounds good to me. Can't wait to enjoy it. Let's get out of here, shall we?
Ah, there you are.
Hello there.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one
Oh,
at that.
Reparo.
The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Sounds good.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience.
That's fair.
And these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Oh, there it is.
Got it.
GG's, GG's, easy, easy. Dog water. Too easy, too easy. What's there?
Revelio.
What's this door? Can I do it?
Accio.
Levioso.
Ooh. I'm too good, bro.
Revelio.
That's it. One of those things.
A flying page must be around here somewhere.
Oh, this.
Brilliant. Are you all right?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
I'm sorry the other students weren't more friendly.
That's kind of you. I suppose there are a few decent souls here. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
Gobstones? Sounds like a fun challenge.
That's what I tried to tell everyone. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing.
Facts. They should have lost.
Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
I'd have done the same. I don't want to be a jerk, but like that's fun. I kind of feel bad for him.
Sounds as if you caused the smelly situation and they responded accordingly.
I didn't make the rules. Anyway, I can't work out how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented 5th year to help me.
That's funny. She's really laying it on thick there, huh?
Haven't you any friends at school?
Not really. Natty said hello once, but not a word since.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
Sounds good. I can't jump. I forgot about that. Oh, sorry, Crystal. I thought I was still doing.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
There's one.
Accio! Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
Oh, sorry.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio!
I've always said that travel...
Dude, this is definitely helping different fireplaces open. So that I could get around faster. What are you looking at? Money! Back down. Oh, this is so cool. I love this game. Ugh.
Accio! Revelio! I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio! Levioso!
Not better. Oh, that's so cool. That the stairs like spawning. Oh, that's so cool. Bro, I can only imagine how much programming this took to get all of this. Because, like, I've done some programming and coding myself. That's what I'm in college for. And, like, even now I guess I am, like, young and still in college, so, like, people who've done this for years.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Still.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Here? Oh, there it is.
Accio! That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones. I should go and see her.
Let's go, shall we? Come on.
I hope you've had more luck than I did tracking down my gobstone.
Hello, Zenobia. I found all your gobstones.
Really? I didn't think it was possible. However did you do it?
Common sense and basic magic.
Well, may I have my gobstones back?
Do I want to be a jerk? I kind of feel bad for her. No, like everybody's bullying her.
I'm afraid I've decided to keep them. That'll teach you to stink up your classmates.
What? You'd keep my prized collection for yourself?
I'll just tease you.
I'm only teasing. Of course you can have them.
Oh,
it's kind of funny
thanks,
how
Merlin.
they keep predicting
You had me
last
worried
night.
there. Now that I have all my gobstones back, I wonder if anyone in the common room would be up for a game.
That's a good.
That's a horrible idea. No one wants to get that awful stench all over them again.
Why not? Gobstones are splendid fun, and now everyone knows the rules. Very well, off I go. Wish me luck.
Yeah, whatever. Have fun, I guess.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember,
every
your
single
wand
thing
is
that
a
I've said,
conduit of your magic.
This was a lot harder to do. Okay. Okay. Ah, damn it. Oh, okay. Okay. Alright. I'm getting the hang of that thing. Easy one, for real.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak.
Sweet.
Perhaps a lover thought it too...
Revelio.
That's cool.
I need someone to lend me some potions.
Alright guys, I think that is going to be the end for this episode. Next episode we will go into Hogsmeade and with Natty. I hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Remember to like and subscribe. Like if you like the content, and if you don't, just like either way. And subscribe if you want to continue to see more. Hit that bell button so that you can keep up to date on when I post a new Hogwarts Legacy video. And I shall see you guys in the next video. Yeah.